stream. Whoa. What is going on here? Greetings, programs. I haven't made a video in a little while. I kind of been off for a little bit. I'll explain that in another one, but basically, in this video, off of eBay, I bought a Game Boy Advance. This Game Boy Advance. And the reason I bought this Game Boy Advance is because it has this terribly broken screen. And you think to yourself, why would you buy a broken Game Boy Advance? Well, in my hiatus from being online, I have decided, well, I don't know, I guess I was called to start kind of collecting and fixing Game Boys and stuff. So I actually pieced together some of these bad boys. I'll go over some of them in other videos, but basically this was my main deal here. This is a Game Boy Advance. It has an installed AGS 101 screen, which I did a full custom mod on this nice green case and everything, so it's pretty sick. From that mod and rebuilding that Game Boy Advance, I had what was left over in here, which is my original white Game Boy. Everything here, it's a shell. It actually had a little light mod in it before, this little light screen. All the screws, all the little, you know, everything is in there. The problem is I didn't really know what to do with the rest of it. I didn't have a board and, you know, I didn't have anything else to do with it. So this purple one came up online and it showed this super broken screen and this super scratched up lens. Like, it's very scratched up. But they said the board itself, this is the board itself, is actually working really good. So I have this screen from the white one. Drax from the white Game Boy. So I thought, well shoot, let me pick that up. Let me see if I can actually put it together, make it into something. And sure enough, everything fit. I made sure that the pins were all correct. It was it's very easy to tell like which models are which. Just by the board there. If you've ever seen them, really what you're looking for is that number down right there at the bottom. Oh, there it is. Okay, 032-1. Since it starts with a 0, is a 40 pin. And I knew it was a 40 pin because when I did my green Game Boy Advance over there, it needed a 40 pin ribbon adapter. So I'm probably going to do a couple of videos. One, because I did this mod on the green one, and I actually forgot a piece up in the corner here where the power adapter is. There's supposed to be a little clear piece. There's the little clear piece. I forgot to put that bad boy in. So on this one here, I'm really just going for authentic, totally original, unmodified Game Boy Advance. Not gonna be no light up screen, no nothing like that. It's gonna be interesting to put it all back together. I did test it to make sure everything did work before I decided to start making a video on it, because I didn't want to actually go through the whole steps of making it and then nothing worked at the end. The seller was honest. Everything seems to work. So what I'm going to do is clean up all the little parts, clean the shells, clean the board with isopropyl alcohol, clean the screen, and then I will reassemble everything. So I'll try and show a couple of steps in between there of me doing that. So stay with us. So I don't know if you can really tell like on this shell, but it's pretty grimy. When it came apart, it was a little tricky to actually do that. So basically most of the main parts I'm going to do with like a Dawn grease taker offer. I'll try and be a little bit more gentle on the back here because the stickers are actually in really good shape for being, you know, almost 20 years old. So we'll just kind of clean up all these pieces, and then yeah, all the little buttons and stuff are a little grimy, but not super bad. I've seen worse. So let's do that first. So they're nice and dry now. I've cleaned both of them. Stickers didn't come off, so that's good. Took out all them little metal bits. Of course, the little game guard, and then the main shell. I cleaned a couple of times over just to try and get it as clean as possible. But there's a couple little scratches on it, nothing too bad, but we'll let those dry and I'll go clean off the logic board. I almost forgot all the other little parts. They soaked in that soapy water for a while, and I cleaned them off, so now they are drying. So while they're drying, I'm gonna go take care of the board itself. It's not bad or anything, but it's always a good idea to make sure you clean off everything, especially the speaker. Usually gets a little grimy. It's got a little something on it, but then all those little contacts there, they're good to go. Cool. Here we go. Looks pretty good, so I think we just really kind of need to wait for some of those other parts to dry up, and then we can start assembling everything back together. Stay tuned. Alright, so I put the guard back in to the back plate, and I put the battery clip back in there after I cleaned it. The other thing I forgot about too is that this did not come with one, so I'm just going to use the white one. There we go, the white one from my original for now, at least. I don't know, kind of looks cool. I was actually even thinking of almost using the white faceplate with the purple back. I think it would be kind of a cool look, but I don't know if there'd be enough purple on it. But basically, I'm going to let this fully dry so there's nothing in here, and then start building from the screen up. In the meantime, this bad boy buttons in. Now we just gotta look at putting the little pads in. A little difficult to do with one hand, but there we go.
Paul, you ready for this?
Let's go.
I'm going to the vets very nervously. I'm not so sure that my small blade is going to survive. This is the one I was worried about. Me too.
I'm gonna reuse this little kind of sticky guard to go in the back here, but I'm gonna need two hands to do it because I need to be very careful with it.
Save over 40 hours a month. Without you, we wouldn't have
Now time for
our hobby would be going to bed early.
the
You earned it. We're here to make sure you get it. Time to get yours. QuickBooks.
This is difficult. Every time you see these videos, you're like, man, just put the thing in there. You can't though, because you gotta look where your camera's at.
I was just so tired of losing the weight and gaining it all back. But I found something new. It's super easy to get started.
There we go. She's in there now. And the screen, I do know, does work for sure. So now we got all the other little pieces that have to be in now. And all these will go in after. So let me do a little bit more assembly here, and then basically just that ribbon cable, all little bumper areas, and start button. Yeah, not too much left. So let me skip ahead a little bit and get a little more assembled, and then we'll fire it up.
This little
Just people
boy,
behind me.
I'm sitting there trying to eat.
But there we
This
go.
little boy comes up to me and he
We're
goes,
gonna put it
"High
together.
five." And I'm like,
I also forgot, I got a haircut. Apparently I look younger. Agreed?
Agreed.
Game Boy's together, so I'm not using this scratched up part here. I'm gonna get rid of that because it's crap. I had this one, it's plastic, no big deal, but it's not scratched. Like I said, I'll pop this back on there and see how it goes. Beautiful. Do batteries in here. Look at that. Oh, see, move the sound up. Let's try that again. Oh, perfect. That works. Throwing a game. Reads Nintendo, that's good. Game Boy player. Oh, that's so awesome. Wow. So, eBay junk to fully functional Game Boy Advance. Very, very cool. Looks like the plastic on this. It's not super tight on that battery door, but you see everything works. Powers up. Got the nice LED there. I'm assuming all the buttons work. That's a little clicky one. Oh, those buttons don't feel super clicky, but they didn't on the board either. But not much you can do about that. They're kind of like that. All right, cool. So that's it. Fixed it. Yeah, I'll take a look at those buttons on the corner, and then I will do another little follow-up video to re-put that into that Game Boy, and then maybe go over some of the other Game Boys. But until then, and all right.